Every 3 minutes, someone develops dementia. And the worst part, most people think there's nothing you can do to stop it. We ignore the deeper factors that are silently increasing our risk. But that approach is like putting a plaster on a leak in the ceiling while the whole roof is caving in. Dementia doesn't come from just one source. It's influenced by how we live every day, what we eat, how much we move, who we connect with, how we challenge our minds. Ignoring these means missing the chance to protect our brain before it's too late. Here's the good news. Prevention is possible. No, we can't control everything, but research shows that up to 40% of dementia cases could be delayed or prevented with lifestyle changes. That's nearly half. Take the finger study in Finland. It followed over 1,200 older adults. Half of them received lifestyle support, and after 2 years, they showed significantly better memory and thinking skills than the group that didn't get that support. That's not just science, it's hope. Well, in this video, we're going to provide you with preventative tips to put you in the best position to minimize the risk of dementia. Your brain isn't just an organ, it's a muscle that needs regular exercise. When we challenge our minds, we create a fortress against cognitive decline. Research shows that mentally stimulating activities build what scientists call cognitive reserve, essentially a buffer that helps your brain function even if it begins to change with age or disease. This isn't about doing the same crossword puzzle every morning. It's about continuously challenging your brain with novelty and complexity. Learning new skills is particularly powerful. When you attempt something unfamiliar, whether it's playing the piano, speaking Italian, or mastering digital photography, your brain forms new neural connections. These connections create alternative pathways for information, helping your brain adapt and remain resilient even if some paths become damaged. The most effective activities engage multiple brain regions simultaneously. Consider chess, which requires strategic planning, memory, and visual spatial skills. Or join a book club where reading combines with social discussion and critical thinking. What's remarkable is that it's never too late to start. In a landmark study, adults in their 80s who learned complex new skills showed significant improvements in memory compared to those who engaged in passive activities like watching television. Don't mistake passive entertainment for mental stimulation. While relaxation has its place, your brain needs challenges to thrive. Even simple changes, taking a different route while walking, using your non-dominant hand, or cooking without a recipe, can stimulate neural pathways. Remember, every conversation you have, skill you learn, and problem you solve is investing in your brain's future. Mental stimulation isn't just about preventing decline, it's about living a richer, more engaged life today. But it's one thing staying mentally sharp. You also have to work on the physical side of things too. Imagine your brain as a garden. Physical activity is both the water that nourishes it and the gardener that prunes away the weeds. When you move your body, you're literally feeding your mind. Every step you take sends a surge of oxygen-rich blood to your brain, delivering the nutrients it craves while washing away harmful toxins. That brisk walk isn't just good for your heart, it's giving your brain cells a refreshing shower from the inside. The science is remarkable. Regular exercise increases the production of BDNF, what scientists call miracle grow for the brain. This protein stimulates the birth of new neurons and strengthens existing connections, especially in the hippocampus, your memory's command center. You don't need to become a marathon runner. Studies show just 150 minutes of moderate activity weekly, that's 30 minutes 5 days a week, can reduce dementia risk by up to 30%. Even gardening, dancing, or energetic housework counts. What's fascinating is how different exercises benefit the brain in unique ways. Aerobic activities like walking or swimming increase brain volume, while activities requiring coordination like tennis or tai chi enhance neural connections. For those who've been sedentary, start with just 5 minutes daily. Park farther from the store. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Dance in your kitchen while dinner cooks. Each movement is a deposit in your brain health savings account. Remember, your body and brain are partners in this journey. What strengthens one fortifies the other. The miracle of movement isn't just about adding years to your life, but life to your years, and memories to your mind. With this newfound movement, you'll now be in a better position to stay connected with your friends and family. We humans are wired for connection. Our ancestors survived by forming tribes and, our brains still thrive when we maintain our social ties. That chat over the garden fence isn't just pleasant, it's powerful medicine for your mind. When researchers followed thousands of seniors over decades, they discovered something remarkable. People with rich social networks were 50% less likely to develop dementia than those who were isolated. Every conversation you have is like a mental workout, requiring you to listen, process information, recall shared memories, and formulate responses. All excellent exercise for your cognitive muscles. But there's more to it than mental stimulation, and meaningful social connections flood your brain with protective neurochemicals like oxytocin, while reducing stress hormones that can damage delicate brain cells over time. That warm feeling you get from laughing with old friends or hugging a grandchild, that's your brain getting exactly what it needs. For those living alone, building these connections takes intention. Consider joining a club based on your interests, whether it's books, birds, or bowling. Volunteer work provides both social interaction and purposeful activity, creating a double benefit for brain health. Faith communities offer regular gathering opportunities and built-in support networks. Even online connections count, particularly for those with mobility challenges. Quality matters more than quantity. A few meaningful relationships provide more brain benefits than dozens of superficial ones. Be deliberate about nurturing the connections that bring you joy and make you feel valued. Remember, in protecting yourself against dementia, isolation is as dangerous as smoking, while connection is as powerful as any medicine. Your social calendar isn't just enhancing your life, it's saving your mind. Speaking of enhancing your life, there's no better way to do so than maintaining a healthy diet. Your brain is hungry. While it makes up just 2% of your body weight, it demands 20% of your daily calories. What you feed it matters profoundly. Think of food not just as fuel, but as information. Every bite sends biochemical messages throughout your body, either protecting your brain or putting it at risk. The Mediterranean diet, rich in colorful vegetables, oily fish, nuts and olive oil, consistently emerges in research as brain-protective cuisine. Why? These foods are packed with antioxidants that shield your neurons from oxidative damage, like rust-proofing delicate machinery. The omega-3 fatty acids in fish literally become part of your brain cell membranes, keeping them flexible and communicative. Nuts and olive oil contain compounds that reduce inflammation, the silent fire that damages brain tissue over decades. Scientists studying the blue zones, regions where people routinely live past 100 with sharp minds, discovered they share common dietary patterns: plenty of plant foods, modest amounts of protein, mainly from fish and legumes, and minimal processed foods and added sugars. The fascinating Mind Diet study showed participants who followed this eating pattern had brains that functioned as if they were 7.5 years younger than those eating typical Western diets. That's like turning back your brain's clock nearly a decade just by changing what's on your plate. Small shifts make meaningful differences. Add a handful of berries to your breakfast. Replace red meat with fish twice weekly. Drizzle olive oil instead of butter. Snack on walnuts rather than processed treats. Your kitchen is your pharmacy. The foods you choose today are crafting the mind you'll have tomorrow. If your kitchen is your pharmacy, then your body is the living laboratory where all those ingredients interact. It's the sophisticated chemical plant that transforms what you eat into the building blocks of your cells, the energy for your movements, and the signals that coordinate your entire system. Every cigarette you smoke is like taking a tiny hammer to your brain cells. Tobacco smoke contains over 7,000 chemicals, many of which are neurotoxins that cross the protective blood-brain barrier with alarming ease. These toxins trigger inflammation, restrict vital blood flow, and accelerate the aging of your most precious organ. The data is sobering. Smokers have up to a 50% higher risk of developing dementia than non-smokers. Each puff not only damages your lungs, but starves your brain of oxygen and floods it with free radicals that attack neural connections like rust corroding delicate machinery. But here's the hopeful news. Your brain has remarkable recovery power. Studies show that former smokers eventually reduce their dementia risk to nearly that of those who never smoked. Even quitting in your 60s or 70s can yield significant protection. As for alcohol, the relationship with brain health follows what scientists call a J-curve. Small amounts, particularly of red wine with its resveratrol, may offer slight protection. But cross the line into regular heavy drinking and you're actively shrinking your brain. Each excess drink accelerates brain aging and damages the very structures essential for forming and retrieving memories. So what exactly is moderate drinking when it comes to brain health? Well, it might be less than you think. For women, it's no more than 1 drink daily, and for men over 65, it's no more than 2. And honestly, even less than that is better. Imagine your brain as a precision instrument that requires clean fuel and careful maintenance. Each day you choose not to smoke, and each time you moderate your drinking, you're not just avoiding harm. You're actively investing in a future where your mind remains vibrant and your memories intact. Prevention isn't about guarantees, it's about tilting the odds significantly in your favor. While genetics plays a role, how you live each day writes the script for your brain's future. So start today. Choose one small change from each category. Challenge your brain with something new. Take a 10-minute walk. Call an old friend. Add colorful vegetables to your plate. Skip that extra drink. Your future self is being shaped by the choices you make right now. With each healthy decision, you're not just preventing dementia, you're creating a life of engagement, connection, and joy that's worth remembering. Because if your kitchen is your pharmacy and your body is the laboratory, then your life in all its richness is the masterpiece your brain helps you